All right, I came out yesterday and I tried out my ghillie suit and another camouflage suit, and it worked okay. And today I got the Tragopan. I don't know, it's a photography tent. It's heavy. It's like, I don't know, I guess 8 pounds, 7 pounds. But I don't have much in the pack other than a chair, first aid kit, compass, got my knife, water. So I'm probably carrying 30 pounds. That's maybe what I'm carrying, which ain't bad. Now she looks like, you look in there, she looks, that's really thick, too thick. There's a river that runs down this side. Now I don't know how far I got to get down because there's a bunch of people at the one end. I need to get away from people if I want to get good pictures. So I don't need to go in too far. I don't even know, half a mile, whatever. Now this is more work. I mean, if I set up this photography blind with the chair, it's got to all be taken out, set up. A little bit more time than the ghillie suit where you just throw it on. And the ghillie suit, probably a bit lighter than this tent, but it's a little bit more comfortable in the actual Paragon photography tent because no bugs are going to get at you. So that's a plus. I guess I could go in here. I wonder how bad the ticks are. Grass is pretty long there. I usually like to stay out of the long grass. Well, I got no choice. I have to check my pants when I get in. It's also moist in here. Really moist. Rough. Ain't no path here. Not at all. Boy, oh boy. I think the river's over there. Let's go this way. This looks like a game trail here. Yeah, it looks like something's been walking down here. What did I just see over there? Something just caught my eye. It was big too. I got a deer fly around my head. Yeah, there's some deer tracks. So this is a game trail. That's pretty level right there. I don't know, maybe I should set up right there. See, I didn't have to walk too far in. I got an old rotten log here. So where do I want to shoot? That's the question. This is nice and flat. This would be comfortable in that Paragon 10. But, ooh, there's a big crane. I just scared. I never thought about getting a photo of a crane. Well. Maybe that would be better. I can see why the crane's in there. It's really, really marshy over here. Ooh, I'm beginning to like this. This is feeling good. So, will the crane come back? Or will they get another crane? So I'm going to set up, I guess. None of this is flat though. So this ain't going to be easy. Oh, I'm going to try and set up right in here. It's soft and smushy and swampy. So let me show you this. Okay, let me set this up. You see this here? This will be my overlook. And you can see why the crane was in here. Nice and quiet, no people. Actually perfect. And I got bugs, mosquitoes, deer flies buzzing around my head. Okay, I need to get this thing set up, so let me get this set up and get out of the bugs. I'll be back later. Okay, I'm all set up. Got all my settings set up. Got my back door open. It seems like the mosquitoes aren't coming in. I'm not sure how this is going to work. The GoPro's really close to me. But I did get this set up. Now the new ones I noticed, because this is a couple of years old since I bought this. The new ones have a silver inside. And they look a lot heavier. So I kind of feel good that I got mine when I did. And they're out of stock with a lot of stuff. A lot of photographers are buying these. So it wasn't too bad setting it up. I mean, it took me about, 5 minutes, if that. And I got a screen here to let more air in that my camera's shooting out of. It wasn't bad carrying it. It really wasn't. If I would have brought my mat, the mat I sleep on, and that's super light, that's a pound. And it's not really cold enough to need a sleeping bag, but I do have a downed one that's extremely light. Again, less than a pound. I guess I could have got away with another 5 pounds for food and a few things, and I could have used this for a shelter and also used it for photography. I did carry my camera in by hand though. I did do that. But I'm running 2 tripods. I mean, I got the one tripod holding my camera, which weighs 2 pounds, that Siri tripod I bought. And it's awesome, does what it's supposed to do. And the little one I bought to hold the GoPro, which is what you guys are watching me on. And that one's way less than a pound. So that worked out really good. Now, if that crane would just come back, I'm sitting here in a hole. I don't think he'd notice me. I really don't. I didn't even know this little swampy thing was in here. It would probably be nice to get in here about 5 o'clock in the morning and get set up. And then I'd probably get some amazing pictures. I'll take some video from the outside later when I leave and show you I got this thing set up. It's all cockeyed. I mean, just to get it in here. There's a lot of these, what do you call them? Pricky bushes that got little prickers on them and they stick to you. And, they're such a pain. even nylon pants, when I got my nylon hiking pants on, they even attach to those like no tomorrow. Now, they don't let go and put burrs on you or anything like that. They don't do that. But when they go right through the nylon, right into your skin, they poke you pretty good, like a knife sticking you. And I left my gloves in the truck. I gotta just put them in my backpack and leave them there. I got like 20 pairs of gloves in my truck. Because if I would have had my gloves, I could have just grabbed the things and ripped them out of the ground and gave myself some room and a little bit more comfort. But you really can't grab them with your hands. They're a pain. So I guess I need to look into that next time. And it's hot today, guys. It is hot. I mean, we're talking 85, 82 degrees. Humidity's, I don't know, I guess you'd say normal for Tennessee. 50%. You know, another week it'll be so bad out here, the humidity, you'll just be sitting here sweating like a dog. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Your camera will fog up. Your camera will have to be outside for a couple hours, an hour before you go. Because it's going to be so hot and humid. But this is a really good spot. I mean, it's nice and marshy in there. I can see why that bird was in there. I really can. I'm surprised there's no ducks in here. You know, I could even see deer coming down here to get a drink. It doesn't look like the water's moving, but there is enough water in there. I mean, it is quite a pond. There's a river just off to the side of this thing. So I don't know if it's like an overflow or what. I just heard a bullfrog. I wonder where he is at. He's on the other side of this thing. Well, that's a good sign. Because lots of birds like to eat bullfrogs. Oh, what a shot up there. Boy, oh boy. I can see getting some good pictures in here if it's the right time. Now, I didn't get out here till, what is it, 11 o'clock right now? So it's so yesterday I got to the top of that hill. I pushed myself up against this big fat log, and I was probably there about 5 hours. I didn't see anything. I didn't even see a squirrel. Nothing. I seen one little bird. I got one picture. Yesterday was basically a complete bust. I did all that work for nothing, and I really didn't get anything. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you don't give shit while you're trying to dial in what you're going to bring in your equipment. But I do like this photography blind. Now, I made a video about this a long time ago, and I had problems with the company I bought it from. I bought it in the U.S. This thing's made in France, and I contacted those guys, and those guys were awesome. So, but their new ones they got out, they're like a green. I don't know if that's better or if it's worse. This thing I've got is all brown, which blends into the forest floor more. Now, I do have a lot of green around me. So I don't know if the green one would be better, but I don't think it matters. But I do tend to like the brown one a little bit better. I really do. I'm sitting on a Helinox chair, and I have 3 different types, depending on what I'm doing. This particular Helinox chair is rated for, I think, 320 pounds on 230. And it weighs probably around a pound. So it's the lightest Helinox chair they make, and it's comfortable. My knees are a little bit high, but it's not uncomfortable. Oh, that's beautiful out there. I got a wide shot. Oh yeah, something's gonna come in there. I just know it. I just gotta be patient, sit here in this blind, let the heat out, and it should be okay. I'm not far from the truck. I mean, not even a quarter of a mile. I mean, I didn't walk in all that far. I didn't even know this was here. I mean, there's a great parking place where I'm parked with my truck. Get out, throw the pack on, walk in. Not even 10 minutes. Boom, set up. This is really convenient. This is prime real estate for photography, I'll tell you. Definitely. I need to wander around in this area a little bit more. Now, I can't sleep overnight. This is a state park. They only have designated areas where you can sleep. So, you can't sleep here. This is that thing. But I can stay here and take photos until nightfall. And then pack it up and leave. But we'll see what we get. And if I do see something, I'll come on back to you. Now, one thing you want to do when you get into a spot like this is for the first hour, you want to take your eyes and start glancing around. You want to memorize the trees, the stumps, the things that are in the water. And literally, you're memorizing your environment around you. There are 3 sticks sticking out of the water down there. And you would have swore they look like cranes. But by turning the camera on and zooming in and focusing, you can see there were 3 sticks sticking out of the water. When you memorize those spots, you're not looking there anymore. So basically, all that stuff that you've memorized becomes a blur. And now, you're mainly looking for movement, a head, an eyeball, and you'll see the movement a lot easier if you memorize and take pictures in your brain of the environment around you. You're not going to automatically jump and think, oh, there's a crane, look at that. And then all of a sudden, you get your camera around there, 3 hours later, and you're like, oh, geez, it's a stick. You should have known that ahead of time. You really want to scan and take pictures. There's a lot of stumps out there, and they could look like anything. Now, what I find amazing is I don't see any turtles. I've seen little fish jumping out of the water. I haven't seen any turtles. Maybe I scared them when I came in and they haven't come out yet. But there should be turtles in here. I would think so. And I got some crow above me yapping like crazy. I had a couple big black beetles, probably the size of my thumbnail, climbing all over my knapsack. I'm not sure if I should have brought that in and zipped up the back or just left it open. I'm not being bothered by mosquitoes even with the back open. If I was, then I'd zip it up, but it allows more air circulation and it's hot. So I would imagine another week there'd be so many mosquitoes out here you won't even be able to get in here. Okay, here's my setup. And I'll see if I can see these pricker bushes. These things are, there's a double. Look at that tree. Must got hit by lightning. There's a few in here. They look like they went down recently. See how the roots grow outward? They don't grow deep. I see that with a lot of trees around here in Tennessee. The roots grow out, they don't grow down. I don't know what kind of trees those are, but they get a windstorm, they go down quick. You see I got it tucked in there. I gotta be careful. This is really soft. Now it looks like something was digging in there. I've heard a lot of bullfrogs. Seen a lot of beetles. I haven't seen any turtles. Oh, hard to walk. Oh, just got turned around. But that's how it actually looks. Now, I guess I could put some branches up against it, but you know, you look here, that's a deer track. He walked right through here. Probably all the way around. And this is where I spooked the crane that was in here. I'm gonna have to come out here like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and get set up. It's one heck of a swamp. Okay, I'm going back in. See, I'm not sure if you can hear this, but they're all chirping like mad. It's like they just turn it all on, and 5 minutes later, quiet. Sounds like an orchard, a concert's going on. I hope you can hear that. I mean, when I went out, everything was pitch quiet. When I got back in here, that's when they all started making noises again. And there's 4 or 5 frogs in front of me here somewhere. I tried looking for them, I couldn't see them. I scanned every little inch of that mud just to see something move, nothing moved. I even tried using my camera. I couldn't see them. I'm either going to see a crane, deer, a turtle maybe. I don't know what else I would see here. I mean, we do have cougars here in Tennessee. I've never seen one. That would really be special to see one of those. Get some shots of that. Raccoons, possum, they come out at night. Don't very much see one during the daytime. See, everything's going quiet now. Whew, it's hot. It's got to be 85 degrees out here. Boy. The nice thing about this blind is it definitely does keep the sun off your head. So that's kind of nice. I've got all the windows on the side sealed up, so there's no way anybody's going to see me movement. The only thing that's open is the back, as you can see. And of course the front, I've got a screen on it. So nothing can really see me. So if anything's coming in, I'll get it. A lot of bugs, a lot of butterflies, moths. Everybody says the cicadas are coming. I haven't seen any yet, not in Tennessee. I looked on all the trees and everything when I came in here. I didn't see nothing. So maybe we're not going to get them. Well, it looks like today's a bust. I've been out here for hours and hours. I seen a crow. He landed pretty close. I wouldn't even have had to crop. But he didn't stay very long. He was on the branch for like a second and then he was gone. There was like a whole herd of crows not far from me. They were just a yapping. I seen a squirrel. He was flipping his tail and he was squawking. But by the time I got the camera on him, he had already been gone. I wasn't quick enough. So, and I haven't seen anything else other than that. A lot of bugs, a lot of dragonflies, a lot of butterflies. But I'm sure if I was to stay here till nighttime, I might see something. But I'm getting hungry, so. I found myself a new spot. I'm definitely coming back here, but I want to hit this place first thing in the morning and see if I can catch that crane back in here again. Because this would be a beautiful spot to get some crane photos. Because I've seen him take off. I've seen some deer tracks. Might even get some deer photos in here. And there is a lot of bugs in this area because of this swamp over here. So, sorry I didn't get nothing fancy, but when you shoot wildlife, sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And it's just the way it is. A lot of times it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. You can do this 20 times and not get a shot. And you just sit around and waiting for something to happen. And wildlife photography really takes a lot of patience. So, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and maybe next time I'll get some photos. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll catch you on the next one.